So, I don't upload videos often, but this is pretty funny. This is pretty funny. So, let me just show you guys the see that drink there? The drink with the wombat cup? Yeah. About 5 minutes ago, a moth fell into it. It never happens. Bugs and shit just don't fall in my drinks, which it was kind of funny, but it was also really infuriating because I spent like maybe a couple minutes in the kitchen working on that, and then the moth decides I'm gonna die in your drink, buddy. So that happened, I guess. But anyways, I made sure to rinse out the cup like 4 times or like 3 times. But anyways, yeah, enjoying this drink and theorizing about Stranger Things 5. By the way, Byler Endgame is definitely happening. I was on the fence on it for a while. Like I was really on the fence about the ship. Not like not about like it existing, but I mean about it happening like in the show itself. You know? That makes sense, right? But after I've seen some stuff online and I've rewatched the series with my friend Zubul. Hi Zubul, you know who you are. Yeah, no, I definitely see how Mike has been repressing some stuff for a bit. And this is not Stranger Things related, but it's pretty funny that it's had Stranger Things. I mean, look, I'm wearing a Stranger Things shirt. Might as well talk about it a little bit. Even in season 1, the main objective for Mike was to find Will and literally discard 11 the next day. They didn't even want to keep her around. Although I don't know if that's because if that's because Lucas and Dustin were like egging on Mike to like, yeah, get rid of the loony one, get rid of the crazy girl, or it's straight up because he's like, no, we're going to find Will, we're going to get rid of this girl, and we're going to find our friend. I don't know if it's that or that. But then in later seasons, you kind of get a better idea of, Mike's actual feelings and stuff. And I don't think, and this is controversial, I don't think Mike loves 11 for 11 like he says in season 4 of in the piggyback. I think he loves 11 because 11 was the reason that Will was found, right? Without 11 there would be no, we wouldn't have Will. He'd most likely be dead, which is insane to think about, right? And so it seems more like eternal gratitude for her as a superhero than for actually being her own person and being like a human. He sees her as the superhero only because she was the reason that Will was found. That's what I got from that. And I've also done some like I've done so much analysis on this show. It's crazy. I watched so many videos and stuff, and the way that Mike and Will interact with each other, it's interesting because if you're an 11 fan and you're conditioned to like think that way because of how the show portrays itself, without like reanalyzing stuff, and yeah, you're gonna not pick up on these things, but it's interesting. It's very interesting. Also, it's probably not the greatest thing to be analyzing 15-year-old people relationships, but hey, this is media. People analyze crazy shit all the time. I mean, Freddy Fazbear, 5 kids murdered, William Afton. I mean, need I say less? Anyways, I'm gonna dip out now. I'm glad no more moths have fallen into my drink. So yeah. Also, it's like 31 tomorrow, and I don't like the heat. So yeah, I like it cold, as Will would say. Anyways, bye. Also, Stranger Things 5, episode 1, The Crawl releases next week. The first 5 minutes. And privately will be screened to some investors and stuff, I think, like big industry people. The full episode, which is pretty cool. Then Will is probably cooked, but I think before he's cooked, he's gonna get the chance to confess his feelings to Mike or something like that. You know. Okay, bye. Bye. Bye.